Okay, guys, so it is April 12th, not even half of the way through the month yet. And, April is a really big month for us. And it's because, there are a few months that are really big for us. And January is one because everybody wants to start their new goals. And then, April, you have those last minute tax people who are just getting their tax refund and everyone else is already like over the hype of their tax refund. And so they're like, well, I have all this money. So you have some of those late tax people in April. But then also, people start thinking, oh shit, next month is May. And after May is June. And the pools are open. And the picnics. And the tank tops. And the shorts. And it's not even necessarily just bathing suits. It's the fact that they just can't cover up anymore. And honestly, like that's at the point where I was. It wasn't even about a bathing suit because fuck that. It was like, I wasn't even worried about that. It was about the fact that I just wasn't comfortable enough in my body to be in clothes that I could be comfortable in the heat. And that's what it was. And so, those are the kind of posts that you should be thinking about making. Like what's going through your mind that's motivating you right now? And that's what you share. And that's what you relate. All right. So the whole point of this is relating. It's trying to get someone else to see the value in what you're doing and how that you can help them. So what kind of a goal can you help them accomplish? Or can you help them accomplish like being comfortable in tank top and shorts or a t-shirt and shorts, or being comfortable sitting at your daughter's sporting events this summer, like with the other moms? Like, what is it, So dig a little deeper and think about things that are coming up, things that are coming down the line that you can talk about. All right. So, and with the All Access Challenge Pack being on special right now for $160, like it's just crazy. You should be just asking everybody. So I'm going to get right into it. This call is going to be recorded. You can take notes. Also, all of this will be stuff that you go over. So this month you're focusing on the coach training. We'll talk about that call. We'll talk about that at 9. But after that, what you do in month 2, it's an optional training, but it's Millionaire School. It's a 7-week course and it is bomb. I just caught up on week 2 today. And so this week is a perfect example to share with you guys about how you have to show up every day in this business. So I am on day 4 of antibiotics. I had strep throat and I had to put down my best friend, like my best friend this week. And it killed me, right? But I posted about it. I mean, everything doesn't have to be fucking happy, guys. Like my cat died. I'm broken about it. Let me tell you, I have had so many messages, so many comments, so many likes in the last couple days on my posts because people are mourning with me. People, other people who have lost pets. It brings, empathy is a beautiful thing, guys. It brings people together. Like it does, you connect through a story, through a pain, through an experience. That's all that we do. So, if you're going through a rough time in your life, I tell people, dive into the business, not away from it. Because you're going to surround yourself with people who are going to support you. And those people will see you that even though I could totally say, and I'm sure people do, and I'm sure people have, I could totally say, you know what, 2015 fucking sucked, broke my neck. 2016, yeah, that was a year of fucking pain. Over that one. 2017, well, I got strep throat, had to be on antibiotics for the first time in 5 years, and I had to put my cat down. Well, fuck you 2017, bring on 2018. But no, like that's not how I look at my life. And that's not how I live my life. And I have used everything that has tried to take me down in life and I share it and I grow through it. You grow through what you go through. And that's where you want to be. You want to be at a point where you are growing through everything you go through because you're going to go through shit. You just are. But are you growing through it? Are you sharing? Are you diving into personal development? Are you showing people that even though It hurts to get out of bed in the morning. You're showing up. Guys, I did not want to do that power hour in the morning after I put Lexus down, but I showed up because my dream is bigger than my heartache. What I'm doing this is for, the reason why I have had so much time with Lexus is because I showed up every day. I got to spend every day with her. You never get that time back. And I had it because I showed up every day. And I know I won't continue to have it if I don't continue to show up. And I know people are watching me. And people are watching you guys. And they're watching you to see what you will do when the world comes for you.
Yep.
That's what they're waiting for. They're waiting to see if you're going to crumble or if you're truly going to put what you preach into practice, and if you're going to go forward. That's what they're waiting to see, if you crumble or you climb. And they're waiting to see what you do before they join you, because they are crumbling and they need someone who's going to keep climbing. Right? Okay, so in order to build a really tall building, you must dig a really deep foundation. And I want you to write that down. In order to build a really tall building, you must dig a really deep foundation. What do I mean by that? I mean, you're going to have to work on you. You're going to have to work on you. This is the only job and the only business out there that requires you to become a better and stronger person. All right? So there is what they like to call a 1-3-5-7 rule of network marketing. It's going to take you, and I like to tell you guys this like right off the bat, you're relatively new. I like to tell you this because the biggest, and I'll get to it later, but one of the greatest enemies of network marketing is deception. People think it's going to be easy. Oh, all I have to do is share my journey and people are going to join me because I'm going to be healthy and losing weight, and they're going to see this and they're going to be like, well, fuck yeah, I want some of that, right? No, there's more to it than that. I mean, yes, that will happen, but that's not guaranteed to happen all the time. And it's not going to happen if you don't show up and do the work. So it's going to take you 1 year to just learn what you're doing in network marketing. So you've got to guarantee to at least be here a year from now, because it's going to take you, coaching is overwhelming. It is. It's a whole new world, a whole new way of doing things, getting comfortable talking to people, getting your own results, finding your voice, realizing what your target market is. That all comes from you learning who you are. And a lot of that happens in the first year. All right. So just get comfortable with doing the work on you, and anything that comes in to fruition in that first year is a bonus, right? It's going to take 3 to 5 years for you to create a full-time income in network marketing, right? So you have to expect that. But here's the thing, guys, there is no place that you could go and start at minimum wage, and in 3 to 5 years, be making a full-time salary. And when I mean a full-time salary, I mean like $50,000, $60,000 full-time salary, right? There is no job that is going to take you from $8.50 an hour to $50,000 in 3 years, right? No. So you have to know that going in, that yes, it's going to be hard work, but this opportunity is unreal if you stay in the game. And I'll share you something about Amway about that later. So it's going to take 5 to 7 years for you to become like 6-figure income. Okay. And it can happen in less. Trust me, it can happen in less. April last year, in her 3rd year, she hit a 6-figure income. So it took April 3 years. So, it's based on your determination, your willingness, and your drive, and how quickly you find your eagles. And we'll talk about that later. But so knowing that, and you know what, it's going to take 7 to 10 years for you to become worldwide, like worldwide big shit, right? But in no other business you become world known in 10 years. in 10 years where you are making multiple six figures and you are world known in your organization? That doesn't happen in 10 years anywhere in corporate America. Stop trading your hours for dollars and put in the work. Who you associate yourself with is who you will become. To be successful, you will have to get good at something in life, so you might as well get good at something worth getting good at. And that is network marketing. The world is changing. Macy's are closing down, stores are closing down, people are shopping online, everything is becoming online. Guess what network marketing is? It is 100% online. Okay, 95% online, because yes, we actually like talk to people and do things face to face, but it is 95% done online. Okay, lady, take care of you. Fulfillment doesn't come from what you get in life. Fulfillment comes from how much you give in life. And we are in the business of giving people solutions, giving people hope, giving people support, giving people friendship, giving people results. We are in the business of giving. And that can set you up for a life of fulfillment that you have no idea. Guys, I'm telling you, like in times like this, like I get pounded with love because I give so much every other day that when people have the opportunity to give me love, they jump on it. They jump on it. That's fulfillment, guys. It's not what I get. It's how much I'm able to give, right? You are who you say you are. Are you asking yourself the right questions? I shared that Tony Robbins thing. That was really good. Your past, this is a really good one. Your past has nothing to do with your future unless you've let it. And some of these are just really good quotes that I want you guys to just think about. So if you need to go back through this and listen, that's fine. All right, 4 great enemies of network marketing. Number 1, deception, that it's going to be easy, that people will join you. That is the number 1 deception of network marketing. Number 2 is rejection. No one likes rejection. People have to get used to it. Listen to this, guys. Rejection builds character. Character comes from the storms that we deal with in life. No one wants to follow someone who's had it easy forever. No one wants to follow a leader with a silver spoon. Your struggles are going to what will make you successful. There is no, I love this, there is no testimony without a test. Right? So, while you're going through these rough patches, while you're getting all these no's, know that it is building you and who you are supposed to be. It is building you into a stronger person. And you have to keep telling yourself this. So you're going to get a lot of objections. I know that. It's going to seem like you're getting more no's than yeses in the beginning. I hear you. Guys, I will tell you, my dessert analogy is going to set that at rest for you. But I tell you, for now, you have to know that your why is stronger than their no. That's the big one. Your why is stronger than their no. And you have to keep reminding yourself that when you hear the no over and over. Your why is stronger than their no. You cannot force someone to want something more for themselves than they do. You just can't. You just can't. And you can offer it. You can offer it multiple times, but if they are not ready or if they do not want it, you cannot force that. You cannot force success for anyone else. You have to know that. So if someone isn't ready, it's not you. Don't take any personal offense to that at all, because you can't force someone to want something more for themselves than they already do. Okay. Number 3 is dream stealers. These can be close to you. These can be relatives, and often they are the people that you care about the most, that are your dream stealers. And I'm just going to tell you this. Not everyone is going to see what you have seen. Not everyone is going to understand the opportunity as you see it. And that's okay. It's not for everyone. if they don't want it. But it is for you. And you have to know that your why is stronger than their doubt. Right? I love Dave Matthews. I love Dave Matthews like crazy, right? I know that not everyone loves Dave Matthews. There are crazy people out there, and my cousin is one of them. She hates Dave Matthews. That doesn't mean that I love Dave Matthews any less. People are not always going to love your music, but that doesn't mean that you have to stop loving it, right? So don't let someone's thought of what you love hinder your love. What are you getting hot flashes from, lady? And the fourth is attrition. People are going to quit. People who you think are going to, people who you think are your ride or die homies. We just went through this in April's team. People who you think are your ride or die homies who are going to be there with you until the end, they may drop. People who start off slamming and they get it and all of it. And then months later, 6 months later, a year later, whatever, I just don't think this is for me. And you're going to be like, what? But you can't let it defer you. You just can't, because whether they go or not, you're going. Your bus is going, it has left the station, and it's not stopping until it gets to Dreamtown. So it doesn't matter if they get off the bus, your bus still runs, right? You've got to know that. You have to, sometimes in life, you have to sort through the chickens to find the eagles. All right? And sometimes that's what it is. And sometimes you think somebody's an eagle and they turn out to be a chicken. Maybe they were a chicken and they led you to an eagle. You never know. With every person who you don't want to prospect or share the opportunity or the challenge group with, there is one person that they know that you do. So sometimes just getting in front of that person and getting with that person connects you to the one person who you're supposed to be connected with from them. I hope that makes sense, right? So you just want to ask everybody. You just want to talk to everybody. The number one reason why people quit in network marketing is false expectations. So Amway, say what you want about it, but it actually kind of created network marketing. So we all have them to thank for going through all the legal things and the rules and regulations. But the two guys who started Amway recruited a little over 500 people in their first year. After that year, 495 of them quit. They are a $10+ billion company a year, and they started, and all of that was created from 5 people who stuck it out. I want you to think about that for a minute. 500 people recruited into this business, brand new business, Amway. 495 of them quit. Those 5 people are now responsible for a $10+ billion revenue every year. It doesn't take everyone. It doesn't take an army. Okay. That's one page of notes. We're rolling right through. All right. A few things that will take you out of the game. Short-term thinking. You must, most people grossly underestimate what they can do, what they can actually achieve in the long term. Most people think short-term. I need to pay my bills. I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to pay this off. And while that's great, what did I tell you about the first year? It's a learning experience, right? So what are you trying to achieve in the long run? Woo! What are you trying to achieve in the long run? This is a marathon, not a sprint, and you have to know that. Number 2 is easy in, easy out. With network marketing, this is a big one because there's not a big investment. It takes multi-million dollars to open up a McDonald's. You need to have over $1 million investment to open up a McDonald's franchise. And then how much time do you have to put into that franchise? right? Okay, let's say you open up an ice cream store and you're like, well, my ice cream store is open for a couple hours here today and a couple hours there tomorrow, and then I'll throw in a couple hours on Friday. You think the ice cream store is going to do good if you're open up sporadic hours and no one knows when the f you're open? No one's going to come eat your ice cream. You're going to fail. Your business needs to always be open, and our business is social media. Guys, it was probably, it was the worst weekend I've had in a long time. There were good things in the weekend too, but emotionally, this is the roughest week that I've had in a long time. And I showed up 3 to 5 times a day on social media every day. If I didn't have anything positive to say, it was just me and Lexus. Because I'm not about faking it. Because if I went on there and acted like I was all hunky-dory and, you know what, guys, you can change the world. We can do this. People would have saw right through it because I was breaking. And people knew that. So it was just time for me to break. Right? And then today, like even last night, so I had things about T-ball. I had things about the flowers. Like it wasn't all sad. And today I'm still acknowledging that I'm sad, but I'm trying to deal with it the best that I can. Right? Yesterday, chicken made me cry. I mean, chicken. And I shared that today. This is real life, guys. Real life. Don't live your life in a highlight reel. Right? So I want you to treat it, okay, for most of you, it's $200 or less to start your company, to start your business. It was less than $200 regardless of what you were doing, right? That's not a lot of money. It's easy to say well, I got product for that. Well, I'm working on me. It's not a lot of money. This is my side gig. This is my plan B. Guys, this should be the only plan. I'm not telling you what goals to set for yourself, but for me, there is no plan B. This is it. As long as it takes me, this is it. Because here's the thing, guys. You should only market a product. You should only market or work for a company or a product that you would be comfortable marketing to your grandma. If you don't feel comfortable sharing your opportunity with everyone you know, you need to get a new opportunity. Right? This opportunity has changed my life in more ways that I can list. And so I would talk to it about anyone and everyone I know. And if I couldn't, if you're too ashamed to talk or you feel icky or whatever, you haven't found what it's done for you yet. You haven't digged deep enough. You haven't let it change you enough yet. Okay? Because you should get to that point. Hopefully, you should get to that point where it's this is it for me. Right? And you feel comfortable sharing it with people you love because it's helped you. Do you know the heart attack rate increases by 35% on Monday morning? Use it in a post on a Monday. Heart attack rate increases by 35% on Monday mornings because people fucking hate going to work. That's the world we live in. People hate going to work. It stresses them out and it gives them heart attacks. There are so many people out there who are praying day and night for something better to come along. Stop hiding what you have. Because you have that thing that can take them out of the despair. Have you offered it to them? Have you offered it to everyone you know? How many of those people do you know that hate their job, that are waiting for something better to come along? People are I had somebody, one of my Hey girls, she's going back to school for computer science. And I said, oh, well, she's a CNA right now. And I said, oh, that's different from what you do. What do you want to do with that? She said, I don't know. I need more money. She is going back to school, investing more money into a degree that she doesn't even know what she's going to do with. She just needs to make more money. And people are willing to dump years and thousands of dollars on education, but they won't take 3 years, invest in themselves in a network marketing company, and change their life. Sounds stupid to me? Maybe a little. Right? Okay, so number 4, things that will take you out of the game is being content with a good life. You know, coming home from work, watching TV, falling asleep on the couch, like being able to pay your bills and not having much extra, you know, not necessarily really struggling, but not squeaking ahead either. Just being comfortable with a good life. I'm going to tell you guys right now, get comfortable getting uncomfortable, and you'll never be uncomfortable again. Your comfort zone is like a rubber band. It is like a rubber band that will never break, guys. You can stretch that guy to the fucking max and it's never going to break. Here's the beautiful thing about that rubber band too. The more you stretch it, so it starts out like this. And the more you stretch it all the way out to here. It's not going to go back to here. It's going to go back to here. You stretch it more, it's going to go back to here. Right? The more you stretch that rubber band, the bigger your comfort zone gets. So then you're even in your comfort zone more than you used to be. So get comfortable being uncomfortable, and you don't have to live in a world of uncomfort. And number 5 is emotional attachment. And this goes back to, you can't force someone to want more for themselves than they already do. It's not that someone is saying no to you, and we can't look at it that way, right? Okay, so I'm going to give you the dessert analogy, the waiter analogy. All right, so, and this is a good one to like use with other people who you're talking to or something like that. All right, so you have dinner at a restaurant and the waiter comes over and offers dessert. Most of the time, people are too full from dinner and they say no. Does that mean that they don't like dessert? No, it just means it's not the right time for dessert. But I guarantee you, when they're not full anymore, they're going to want that dessert, right? Does the waiter get all offended that they didn't want his dessert? No. Is the restaurant like, desserts are a scam, take them off the menu, nobody wants them? No. They keep offering those desserts, and guess what? Those people are thinking about it later when they go home, right? You've got to think about it like that, guys. When somebody tells you no, it's not like they don't like cheesecake. It's not the right time. They just don't have the craving for it right now, right? So you just need to keep offering the dessert, because those people are going to come back later and be like, all right, you know what? That cheesecake sounds really good. Tell me more about it. But if you don't keep selling the cheesecake and offering the cheesecake, they're never going to come back and get the cheesecake, right? Excuse me. All right, you're not a mind reader, so you just need to share with everybody. Don't prejudge successful people, because I'll tell you this, successful people knows what it takes to be successful. They are used to jumping in and getting uncomfortable and doing the work. And if they're a business owner, even better, they're already in that entrepreneur mindset, right? So don't prejudge people, and don't prejudge successful people, because successful people see opportunities different as unsuccessful people. They would see an opportunity to jump in and to make the most of it. And if you tell a successful person, well, this is based on your efforts. I'm sorry, but if somebody tells me that an opportunity is based on me and me and solely alone, I'm going to go all in. And I'm going to put my money on me, because I know what I am capable of. Even at my lowest of my low, I know what I can do and what I'm able to do. I know I am a people person. You know, like really, I mean, like I said, like there are people all over the world that are just praying for something to come along. And you don't know how many of those people are in your life and that you could impact them. You could offer them something that could change their life. And you don't know that if you don't ask. And if it's not the right time for them, that's fine. You're still going to keep doing your thing, and you're not going to be like, well, you're dead to me. Like, you're just going to keep doing your thing. And you know what? They're going to watch you, and they're going to watch you get results and be successful and become happier. And they're going to want that too, or they're going to want more information. But you've got to ask and keep showing up. So another example is a survey taker after a movie. Like, hey guys, did you like that movie? And if the people are like, no, well, is the survey taker like, oh, well, why didn't you like me? They're like, I didn't say anything about you. I was talking about the movie. Like, so if you send a video to somebody and they're like, what was your favorite part about the video? Honestly, I just don't think it's for me. I'm like, oh, okay, cool beans. Like, all right. It's not like they're like, well, Melissa, I think you're a horrible human being and I don't want to do anything with you. No, that is not what they said. They said, I don't think it's for me, and that's fine because this isn't for everyone, or it's not for everyone right now. And then, also is that you can't, when you're sharing this and people are going to give you their opinions of what you're doing or how you're doing it wrong, or that you're going to fail, or that you're wasting your time or you're wasting your money or whatever. And I will tell you guys that you cannot pay your bills with other people's opinions. Right? And if you buy their opinion, think about this for a minute, because the people who are giving you those opinions, I'm sure one of two of them are in your mind right now. Think about this. If you buy into their opinions, you must buy into their lifestyle as well. Let me ask you a question. Do you want their life? No. Right? Those people who have those opinions of you, do you want their lifestyle? Because most of those people that on the top of my head, are bitter, are angry, are just not going anywhere in their life. And they know it. Or maybe they don't know it, and that's why they're taking it out on me. But, all of these, anytime I've had anybody that has had a negative opinion on myself, I think back. If I bought their opinion, would I buy their lifestyle? No. So they go hand in hand, guys. So before you let anyone's opinion change or alter what you're doing, think to yourself, will you also adapt and will you adopt their lifestyle with it? Are you willing to do that? Because if you're not, then their opinions don't mean jack. And that was really all I had for you guys. I can't believe I got through 2 pages of notes in under 45 minutes with me. I'm like squirrel and chatterbox. So that was good. It was probably just a lot of quotes, but I hope it all came together and was helpful. Do you guys have any questions? Right. So Terry said that she watched me for years, 2 years. And that's the thing, guys. When I say this, that people have watched me for a year, 2 years, that's because I've been consistent for years. If I didn't stay consistent, I wouldn't have Terry right now. And guess what? She just hit Success Club 10. I stayed in the game. I stayed consistent. So people who really want to do this, people who have been thinking about this, and that's where you're going to get those people. I told you guys, you're going to have to sort through the chickens to find the eagles. But you're never going to find anybody who wants to be on your farm if you don't show up. Yeah, I think that's great. I love it. And you can even tell them, if they have if they sign up for the free 30 days, you can even invite them into the challenge group. So then they can get 1 month of, and they can get 1 month of free workouts and support and accountability. And they're going to see all the Shakeology posts. They're going to ask, and they're going to, it's going to create more value for them. Someone who gets 30 days or however many days they choose to work out of free workouts and free support and accountability, well, now that challenge pack is a lot more value for them. Okay, Terry, why did you choose me over other people? Oh, I thought you said it was because you connected with me, that you felt like we were like soul sisters or something like that, like with the F-bombs and on all that. Because you know what? Because I was being me on social media. Me. Not the version that Facebook, that other people think that I should be. Not the perfect mom. I mean, I'm a recovered alcoholic who says fuck like a comma. I am not the ideal anything. But that doesn't mean that I can't impact people, that I can't connect with people. And you know what? I'm finding my people. And so, okay, we have less than 1 minute. So does anybody have any questions? The bun? Oh my God, when I tried to do the messy bun in my head and failed. That was so good. Right? And people were like saying all the time they're scared to go live. And I'm like, one of my first live videos was a major fail. A major fail. I left it up there. People loved it. Like, be real, right? Yeah, and then later I had to go be like, oh, the secret was it wasn't wet. Let me show you this one actually. All right, 9 o'clock, guys, hop back on, same link. We're going to do our new coach call for the new week training, and I will see you then. Have a good one.